Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We're going to begin. We're losing the light. We thank you for coming. I especially thank you to the Hermes family for all coming to join with us today. We're here this evening to honor a great man, Michael D. Hermes. And today we have the pleasure of bestowing several honors on Mike. A lot has been said and written about Mike's 65-year history with Ojai Valley School. From a second grader at OVS in 1946 to the class president of his OVS 9th grade class to dorm parent and coach at the upper campus in the 60s. In 1972, he joined the board of trustees, and in 1975, he began to lead OVS as the president and the CEO. A role that he played for 34 years. He was awarded the first Founders Alumni Award from the Alumni Association this past June. Tonight, the Board of Trustees would like to, their turn, to formally honor Mike and his legacy at OVS. It's now my pleasure to introduce William H. Hare, long-standing member and former chairman of the Board of Trustees. Bill.
This is an honor that I did not want. It shouldn't have been in this order, but it was that way. Mike and I came on the board together in 1972, and as Mike has indicated, he later accepted the job of president, and I served with him as chairman of the board for some 20 years. What an honor it was to serve with such an extraordinary man. What an honor it was to have such an extraordinary man I consider one of my best friends. Mike and I traveled extensively together for the school, and around my office he was always known as Mikey. Mikey's calling. I extend my sincere appreciation to the Hermes family for sharing him with us and with me. It's mind-boggling to me to think of the number of problems solved and the opportunities grasped in all phases of school life during our 3+ decades we worked together. We've been through countless fires, earthquakes, lawsuits, and 3 recessions. It has all been interesting, and with Mike it's always been fun. I believe at times Mike's sheer determination led the school through these challenges. And not only is OVS still here, but it's thriving while we are entering this new 21st century. This man made a real difference to students' lives for nearly 50 years, and the roots he laid down now support us even today. I'd like to call on Alan Teague, another dear friend, Mike's best friend since the 1950s. Mike met Alan on this very quad on their first day of 7th grade. Alan?
Well, there are a lot of things I could tell you, but I can't. Actually, I met him right up there, and he wasn't very happy about coming to OVS. But we decided we like sports, we like horses, we like camping, and we like girls. But we didn't know what the hell we're talking about, but that was a good thing to start us. Mike's mother was my 2nd grade teacher, so we go back a long time. And I won't take a lot of your time. But I can't think, and I did at the June 11th gathering at the house, Liz, mention a few more personal things. But right now, this is about OVS and about Mike's contributions. And I think of this quad, when there are a lot more oak trees in, all the activities that happen here. I think of Wally and Carl, I think about Bob, your dad. And it brings to me something about Ojai Valley School called values. And how important values are to us. Mike and I were the dumbest students you could ever have at OBS. I can tell you that. As a matter of fact, I think our parents kept this school alive by paying Margaret Kelly to tutor us all the time. But if you maintain those values, you can succeed in life. Mike, I think, is an excellent example of that. He was devoted to his family, first of all, to his 4 daughters, his lovely wife, and his grandchildren. Then he was devoted to this school, and he poured his heart and soul into this school. This I know. This you know. And he always believed in family. The school was his family. You're his family. I don't think many private schools can brag about that and have the history that OBS did. And I give credit back to Wally Berg, because he had the same feeling. And Paul Pitt, Bob Cooper, all these other people had the same sense that I know, Mike, the school still has today. So when you think about this quad, think about Mike Hermes, and think about the values of the school, because they're surrounding us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alan. For those that don't know me, which I don't think there's anybody out there, I'm Jack Denault, the chairman. And I had the pleasure of serving with Mike on the board for nearly 20 years. Actually, if it weren't for Mike, I wouldn't have been on the board serving with him for 20 years. But I do want to take this opportunity to personally thank his family for his extraordinary service and his dedication to the school, and thank his family for all the support that they gave him for the quest of his heart's blood was this school. As a matter of fact, other than, well, there's 3 people that come to mind, Edward Yomas and Wally Burr and Mike Hermes. Those are the 3 people of why this school survived and thrived the last 100 years, and they set the foundation to where this school is going to be able to thrive and survive the next 100 years or longer. Anyway, I want to, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to confirm Mike's status formally as President Emeritus, and present him with the Trustees Service Award. We've got the Service Award right here, and I'm going to read from it. It says that it's instituted by the President of the Board of Trustees of Ojai Valley School to acknowledge and honor those who, by his or her exemplary life and significant accomplishments, has profoundly advanced the cause of the Ojai Valley School philosophy of education. This is presented to Michael D. Hermes in appreciation for his 34 years of service as President and CEO of Ojai Valley School. His courage, his leadership, and compassion are responsible for the school's thriving as it enters into its next century. Michael D. Hermes will join the founding president, Edward Yomas, and as President Emeritus of the Ojai Valley School. The original quadrangle at the lower campus will be known in perpetuity as the Hermes Quad, and it's given the 17th day of November 2011 at Ojai, California. This is what it's all about. Anyway, I'll turn it back over to Mike. Thank you. And you
I'd like to have Liz come out, and this will hang in the office with the others, but we want to present you with a copy.
Thank you, Mike.
I appreciate all you sharing. Thank you, Jack. The Trustees Award is the highest honor that a trustee of Ojai Valley School can receive. And this is only the 8th Trustee Award that has been conferred, the last award being granted to another person that we all dearly miss, Dave Donlan. Also today, I wish to announce the creation of the Michael D. Hermes Memorial Scholarships. These scholarships, which are generously supported by the annual fund, offer 2 $10,000 awards to well-rounded day or resident applicants or current students at the upper campus. These students will exemplify Mike's commitment to character, community, scholarship, athleticism, and leadership. We're very proud to do that. As those who knew him would say, Mike did not wish to receive any personal recognition for leading the school. Rather, he praised and shared success with those of us who worked with him. The students on campus, the alumni out in the world, and all of us here today are the beneficiaries of Mike's courageous leadership. And it is fitting that this hub of the lower campus that is boisterously enjoyed by students today and is the ceremonial heart of campus is now the Hermes Quad. I want to thank you all for coming. I'd like to adjourn to the reception in the Van Patten Library. Thank you. That's beautiful. Really lovely.
Paparazzi. Let me just, Smile, everyone.